Alright, well hello, I'm Jog, and welcome back to the Knuckles playthrough of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Last time, we just finished up the first half of Sandopolis Zone, because the episode was going on for too long, and now we're moving on to the second half of Sandopolis Zone. So, one way we know for sure that this has to take place after Sonic's playthrough is the fact that the ghosts are actually here, right off the bat. They did not have to be unlocked like they were for Sonic's playthrough. Meaning that Sonic had to already be here, and, well, set them free. Because of that, we have to deal with the lights the entire time, because if it gets too dark... Yeah, there we go. The capsule's already broken. If it gets too dark, the ghosts will come on out and try to just, make our lives awful. So, how you take care of that is just by hitting those switches, and yeah. Alright, so this first half, hello, contains a secret ring for me. Thank you. This could be it. You got 64 blue spheres to collect. Oh, and it's this one. Alright, I like this one. I'm not gonna worry about getting perfection. I just want to get this out of the way, for lack of a better word, so... let's just march on. Because this should this should be, as I say this out loud, definitely going to not regret it later, definitely not. Should be easy. And this should give us our last Super Emerald needed to get not only the best ending, but also our Hyper Form. Meaning that, well, because we lost the Super Form, now we can get the Hyper Form. Honestly, the biggest problem with this one is just trying to find exactly where the last... That would have been fine. Set of blue spheres is, but there we go. Easy 1, 2, 3. That's one big red piece of candy. Except not a candy at all, it is a Super Emerald. My last Super Emerald. As such, Knuckles got all the Super Emeralds. And I did it faster than Sonic. Even with the failure that I had. I have collected all 7 pieces. All 7 pieces of the puzzle. I unlock Hyper Knuckles! No, impossible! No one's ever been able to summon him! Alright, so Hyper Knuckles. Same as just Super Knuckles. Get yourself 50 rings and make sure to glide. I think we're fine on that. Get out of there. See, the worst part of the first half is just figuring out which way to go. Night. Okay. I think I went back up to Sonic's part? Funny how they have the one thing there essentially being like, yeah, no, this is not the right way, go back. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, hold on. I need to jump across. As the lights go out, and I'm getting swarmed by ghosts. Game? Alright, hold on. I need to go get the light switch. Alright, let's try that top one then. Yeah, Knuckles definitely has to be getting a brush burn from all that. All that sand, like, right under his fur and everything else. No, that was not the right way. Okay. There we go. Okay, now that the annoying part of the stage is out of the way, which is a lie, this entire stage is kind of the annoying part of the stage, actually. Let's say, I don't need no switch, I can fly! Well, glide. It's falling, but with style. Vroom! Ooh, oh. I successfully dodged a tail. Just to run straight head-on to the robot. Also, if the time comes and I have the option between taking a hit from the ghost or turning super, I'm turning super. Because losing all these rings right now would be stupid. Thank you. It does, however, mean that I have to... I cannot climb walls without having to do that. I want to think it was a similar issue to what people had in Sonic Mania, which is why they added in the whole hit specific button to transform into super form, because in Sonic Mania there was a pit that Knuckles could go across. He had to glide, but as he would glide, he would get more rings, and if you collected too many rings, because you would hit the wall, you couldn't just let go. Oh god, I'm dead. My lack of a jump destroyed me there, alongside my stupidity. It's mostly my stupidity that destroyed me, but also the lack of a jump. Because you would glide, you collect rings, you'd hit a wall, but you need to glide again, so if you hit jump and jump again, you would instead turn super and thus ruin your ring collection. Not ruin your ring collection. You would turn super, get out of the glide, and then, oops, fall to your death in the pit. Also, did I not... Shoot. Did I not do this? I'm going to say no? Cool little details is how the ghosts become a little bit more... They go from not threatening at all to being a little menacing to just being the worst little gremlins you'll find as the lights go out. You're like, heh, we're not scary to... you got some lunch money there to... That's a nice life you got here. Would be a shame if we took it away from you. Also, is that like a haters gotta hate type of walk that Knuckles has, or... It's definitely... I would say, like, not all that far away from, like, a Belmont strut. Just maybe not as dignified. I was gonna say, that sand's gonna have to stop sooner or later. Speaking of... Oh boy, I thought I was about to die. Ending sooner or later, we have to be getting close to the boss. Oh, that would have been a great place for a secret. Oh yeah, how did Eggman even get these robots in? I forgot I couldn't do that. Get these robots in here in the first place in the original game, considering this place would have been closed off. It's hidden underground, so... And again, he has been trying to dig, so maybe he found the temple first. That would also explain how he got the Guardian. But that's also a question. Was the Sand Golem part of Eggman's doings, or was that part of, like, some ancient civilization's doing? To keep this place protected. We don't really know what this entire location is even for. And I don't know if we ever come back here again. I honestly think Sandopolis Zone might be a one-and-done location. Okay, I need to be fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Although I can't. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, that's what we have to do. Okay. Meanwhile, I am running out of rings fast. Get out of here, you. Oh! I forgot all about this. Knuckles really needs to have a proper pushing animation, not this walking animation that he has. So yeah, I forgot all about this. Use that to hit a switch. Interesting little idea. Making it so that you can't just walk across. I think I'm gonna be right back there. Okay, I'm back here with the caterpillars all. Apparently I took a hit. No! Oh, thank God. So I believe if we go up this way, there is a super ring up there. I found that one earlier. Also, let me put the controller away so I don't hear the clicky clack. Okay. I don't like this stage. I don't like this stage. It's been going on for too long. I cannot find another gold ring anywhere. It's making the stage go on for too long. Back here, be careful, because I got myself crushed down below from baloney. Just absolute baloney. Just... Yes, I am salty, because I'm just that annoyed. Okay. Get rid of you. I think doing this might actually be faster than this. The haters gotta hate walk. Just push this block over. I got 3 rings. 3 more rings than I had last time I was at the spot. Oh, I'm afraid to God we can just get this mission over with. Because I'm at... Oh God, I don't even know what time I'm at because I didn't stop the recording from the last one. Shoot. Well, if I ended the last episode at like 40 minutes, I'm at an hour right now. So, just for comparison's sake. Alright, but we got the robot again. Again, it has to go to that, like, Master Emerald laser build-up sound effect. Oh, there we go. Hoping I can sneak in an extra hit. We gotta be quick enough. Well, that's one for that. Phew! Just a pathetic little laser. Although, how does that really work? Like, why are they pulling a yellow devil with the body just, like, falling apart and then, like, reconstituting itself? Rebuilding itself? Okay, anyways, I am finally through the first zone of this episode. By the way, this is the final episode. If we go down to Lava Reef. So again, just like in Sonic's playthrough, out of the frying pan and into the lava. Wanna die? I wanna die! I wanna die! Kill me! Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to happen like this! Oh, I'm just gonna fall. Yeah, it was probably... I'm assuming the robot probably should have been off screen, or should have also have fallen. Alright, just a friendly reminder, just like in Sonic's playthrough, this is your last chance of getting any of the Chaos Emerald. Oh, really? I was hoping that was a background element. So if you're trying to get all of the Super Emeralds, this is your last... Well, this and the last zone are your last chance of actually finding them. Which, depending on how you feel about things, doesn't feel like it makes the most amount of sense for Sonic's playthrough, considering you had all of Death Egg to technically still explore. But it makes a little bit more sense in Knuckles' playthrough, which may explain why that's the case for Sonic's playthrough. But that's going to be more easily shown than explained when we get to it. Also, I didn't want to get crushed on that one, and I thought I was going to. And again, we got these enemies with the mist, and I still don't fully understand how it works. Like, sometimes it just covers you, other times it damages you. I said I was taking damage from that one. Okay. But yeah, this episode should not be anywhere near as long as the last episode. I'm just gonna say that one right now. I'm hoping, especially with cutting out all that happened in Sandopolis Zone 2. This might be, say, half an hour? Depending on how things go. Yep. Oh, that was just not a good situation to be in. That did not work out for anybody. Thankfully, spin dashing does get rid of the mist if it actually does cover you. Because I don't know how easily it was to notice for you, but you do slow down from that one. And, you know what, this boss fight again, a little bit more annoying considering our low jump height. But 4 hits and it's down, so that works. And the giant hand makes a return as well. Implying that this giant hand is either made specifically for this location, they built another one, or... because this seems very similar to the giant fist that we essentially fight at the end of Sonic's playthrough, so... could just be reused assets and whatnot, not gonna lie, that's always a possibility. Then again, we only have the back of the hands in Sonic's, oh my god, in the final boss fight, so... to actually get a frontward-facing one is also interesting. Also, in Sonic, the final boss, part of the final boss for Sonic, we pretty much only had to deal with the fingers, so... eventually get the, like, full-on arm and hand. It's interesting. It would not surprise me if this was input, like Robotnik, Eggman, trying to build a fleet of robots more than just one big one. Which would make a little bit more sense, like, if you only built one, that it would... well, if you only built one and that thing got destroyed, hint hint, like it happened, then he would be out of his super robot, but if he made sure to have extra, I mean, there would be pros and cons to both of that. If he built extra, then someone could use it against him, but if he built extra and the one broke, he could always just use the other one. No, don't mind me, Fire Shield. Considering all the flames in this location, and the fact I'm pretty sure we have the same boss as we did for Sonic's playthrough. I don't remember if we can become Super or Hyper Knuckles with a shield on. Ooh, okay, close. I think the shield might prevent it from turning... no. If it did, then the electric shield would also do that. Alright, so that means I'm turning Hyper Knuckles unless I can avoid one ring. Which, I'm not gonna bother with that. Hello there, bonus stage. I forgot about that. Bonus stages can also be a way of getting out of a hyper form. Pretty much the only good way to actually get out of a hyper form. Oh, no, not Bubble Shield. I am so sorry, but Bubble Shield will not help me at all in this situation. The normal bubbles don't do anything, they're just kind of there just to take up space. Just be an empty bubble. Mostly just doing this, trying to get myself some extra rings. Because I was very against like trying to use Hyperform so much as Sonic. Because, well, part of it was just trying to actually, like, play the game and all that, and listen to the music and everything else. But Knuckles, especially at this point, I don't feel as hesitant. One part because, well, you really don't have much choice, because you just want to glide, and too bad. Which is why it sucks that it's just set to the thing, but that's... no point in crying on that one. Obviously, it's something that is fixed in hindsight. Okay, that could have gone bad. But hindsight is always 20/20. I say in 2025. So would hindsight be, instead of hindsight being 20/20, would hindsight now be 2025? I don't know. Probably not, because they would have said hindsight being... well, I'm pretty sure the 20/20 is supposed to be based around vision. Like, oh, in hindsight, was 20/20 vision. Yeah, this was a mistake. But you don't realize that when you're first doing it, because when you're first doing it, you're like, yeah, man, this is amazing, this is like the best thing ever. This will work out perfectly, I see no issues with that, and then hindsight, that 2020 vision, you're like, oh yeah, no, this was a mistake, this never should have been a thing. Oh, we get the thunk! Also, I think that was the pathway that Sonic goes up, that Knuckles eventually knocks back down. No, we don't get a boss fight, we go straight from Lava Reef straight into Hidden Palace Zone. Okay. And, well, there's the hole in the sky, so again, the Death Egg isn't here. As we just teleport our way up, boom, straight into Sky Sanctuary Zone. It's actually very cool just being able to see Angel Island in the background. But here comes the Eggrobo. I think I'm just gonna let you capture me like that. He's not alone, though. Mecha Sonic was never destroyed by Sonic and still lives. Now it's time for the ultimate fight. Mecha Sonic versus Knuckles. Essentially, two powerhouses dueling for, I guess, the fate of everything. Now, we got Angel Island in the background. It may be a little bit difficult to notice. But if you pay attention, or like rewind time a bit, Angel Island is descending. But there we go. That was simple enough. Honestly, kind of a letdown. Except it's not over yet. If you know Super Mario Bros. Z, you'll recognize this theme. If you also know Super Mario Bros. Z, you'll remember this one. I'll crush you! So, with the power of the Master Emerald, Mecha Sonic has essentially got himself a super form of his own. He's gonna take a bunch of hits. This is why Angel Island in the background is slowly falling. And I guess you could say this has been more or less our entire goal the entire time. We've been trying to get ourselves the Master Emerald back, and at least not back. This was, I guess, their goal all along. They were out here to try and steal the Master Emerald. Because we're on Sky Sanctuary, and Sky Sanctuary is not part of Angel Island, so yeah. Hit you. Taking a lot of beatings, and I think he only has one hit left. I believe when he gets down to like 6 HP, his attack pattern changes. He's gonna start shooting rings at us. And these rings will actually damage us. But he couldn't control that power and eventually got destroyed because of it. And he's destroyed completely this time. No chance for him coming back now. But what do? We can't fly. But thankfully it seemed like Sonic knew that something was wrong and came out to help. A shame that Tails is not also there, but yeah, they only have enough space in that plane for only one, and it is Sonic's plane, so... With the Master Emerald restored to Angel Island, it's no longer slowly falling back down, and can now essentially rise back up. And because we got all the Super Emeralds, rather than just floating where it is, it's gonna go even higher up. Maybe a little bit too dangerously high up. Like, it's flying up pretty high now. I mean, we're kind of getting through the clouds, and I think escaping through the atmosphere. But, well, that would be the end of Knuckles' playthrough of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and that would be the end of Sonic 3 and Knuckles in its entirety. Fun game, but some annoying aspects. Knuckles' playthrough was not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. As I had not played Knuckles' story in a long time, I oddly remember it being much worse than it actually was. But, I mean, I still had fun. But this is definitely the end. I'm not doing a Tails playthrough. I don't see any real need to do that. Again, if there is a desire, I can always go back and do a Sonic 3 playthrough alongside a Sonic and Knuckles playthrough. But that won't be until whatever my next project is for Tuesday, Thursdays. Although I think I'm gonna take a break, a 1-week break from Tuesday, Thursday videos. Kind of just to give myself some time to get everything sorted and caught up and whatnot. I was honestly thinking about taking an actual full week off, but I'm like, there's pros and cons to that. It's the new year, so this is honestly the best time for smaller for smaller groups to bring out this stuff, because all the higher end guys are usually taking a break because they're not getting all their YouTube money, because all the advertisements is done because of Christmas being over with. Okay, but this was supposed to be a Sonic 3 and Knuckles versus essentially a Mario World playthrough, so my thoughts and opinions. Sonic 3 and Knuckles essentially takes the Sonic 2 idea and does expand upon it. It does add a lot more to the world. It adds, sadly, stuff that doesn't come back, but then again, sadly that happens to a lot of games, that you bring in a mechanic that never comes back. We get Angel Island, we get Knuckles, we get the Super Emeralds that never make a return. We get story bits and bobs that could be lost in translation, and God, they're both great games. I don't know if I could put one over the other as being better. Mario World, I think, definitely took me more time. Because with there being like 96 exits and so many different worlds and levels to play through. If anything, I would say Mario World definitely has more variety, because it has more stages. But I do like the fact that Sonic 3 and Knuckles does have the multiple pathway system. I said multiple pathway. The multiple different routes that our characters can take based around their abilities and the like. It's just a shame that essentially all the locations are just reused from Sonic's playthrough to Knuckles' playthrough with a few changes here and there. And yeah, the nice thing is that, like, if you really, because I really like the boss fight, although it is a little bit too easy, you can always just come back out here and redo the boss fight. I really do appreciate this little fact. But yeah, I don't think I have much to really talk about or say. I'm happy with how this went, happy to have played it, happy to now have gotten this out of the way, as awful as that may sound. And yeah, if we ever come back to another Mario vs. Sonic thing, it's going to be either the Game Gear versus the Game Boy, so the Sonic Pocket Adventure games versus Mario Land. So it would be the Game Gear Sonic 1, Game Gear Sonic 2 versus Mario Land 1 and Mario Land 2, because I don't know if I could do Mario Land 3, because Mario Land 3 is essentially WarioWare, which is a completely different beast entirely. So I don't know if that would be fair to compare and whatnot. Because otherwise, the other option would be doing a 3D comparison of Mario 64 compared to Sonic Adventure, which I'm not against doing. I say that a lot. But obviously, with those being 3D games, that would be a bit more work to get everything done and working and good to go. I would say definitely the biggest issue would be, well, on both sides. The biggest issue was Mario would be trying to get 100%, and the biggest issue was Sonic, well, would also be getting 100%. But that's because of all the different pathways, all the different characters they have to play with as Sonic and Sonic Adventure, so well, stuff for later on, I guess. Anyways, I'm signing off. So long, farewell, and have yourself a good one. Later.